Welcome to CognitionChunks. I'm going to Yellowstone National Park soon. This is my first visit and I would like to get as much out of my trip as I can. Can I use GPT to prepare? This is Crowd Beating Yellowstone, the ultimate guide to finding serenity amid the tourist swell. Introduction. The sheer popularity of Yellowstone National Park can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it's wonderful that so many people want to connect with nature. On the other, the crowds can detract from the solitude and serenity many seek in a wilderness experience. This comprehensive guide aims to help you find peace in the bustling landmark that is Yellowstone. Plan ahead. Research is your best friend. 1. What it is. Off-peak seasons and less popular points of interest are golden tickets for solitude. 2. Tips. Visit in late spring or early fall when the kids are in school and daytime temperatures are still relatively warm. Utilize park maps and online forums to identify less traveled paths. Timing is everything. Early birds and night owls win. 1. What it is. Many visitors are neither early risers nor night owls, leaving these windows open for serene experiences. 2. Tips. Wake up before dawn to experience sunrise at one of the popular vistas like Lamar Valley without the crowds. Stick around after sunset for stargazing. Off the beaten path, seek out hidden gems. 1. What it is. Yellowstone has lesser-known attractions that offer similar, if not better, experiences than the popular spots. 2. Tips. Try Shoshone Lake for a quieter geyser experience or the Beckler region for waterfalls without the crowds. Ranger programs, a personalized experience. 1. What it is. Rangers often host special walks and talks that, while still public, attract fewer people. 2. Tips. Check the ranger program schedule and opt for topics that are a bit more specialized, as these tend to have smaller groups. Backcountry exploration. Get a permit. 1. What it is. Much of the park's 2.2 million acres are backcountry that sees fewer visitors. 2. Tips. Research well in advance to understand what permits you'll need for backcountry camping or hiking. Utilize technology, real-time updates. 1. What it is. Various apps and services offer real-time updates on visitor numbers at different park attractions. 2. Tips. Use apps to monitor crowd levels and adjust your schedule accordingly. Go solo, or nearly so small groups. 1. What it is. Less is more when trying to avoid crowds. 2. Tips. If possible, limit your party size or join a small guided tour that specializes in offering intimate experiences. Conclusion. Avoiding crowds in Yellowstone isn't about missing out, it's about strategizing to make the most out of your visit. The serenity and grandeur of the park are accessible to everyone with some planning, timing, and the willingness to explore less traveled paths. Remember, Yellowstone isn't just the big hits like Old Faithful or the Grand Prismatic Spring. It's a vast wilderness waiting for you to find your own quiet corner. And that, intrepid seekers of tranquility, is a wrap on today's eye-opening episode, Crowd Beating Yellowstone, the ultimate guide to finding serenity amid the tourist swell. We've ventured beyond the crowded boardwalks and selfie hotspots to unearth Yellowstone's lesser-known sanctuaries. From the serene meadows of Lamar Valley at dawn to the mystical tranquility of Artist's Point during off hours, there is zen to be found within the hubbub. But this wasn't just a tourist avoidance safari. Oh no, we examined the social dynamics and human patterns that create those crowds in the first place, like the Old Faithful effect, my term for how popular landmarks act like magnets, leaving other areas blissfully devoid of human cacophony. And we even sprinkled in some psychology, diving into the paradox of solitude seeking in a place that 2 to 3 million people visit annually. So, if you're looking to experience Yellowstone's grandeur without the accompaniment of 1,000 camera clicks, remember that the park's beauty isn't monopolized by its most Instagrammable spots. Like we always say here at CognitionChunks, the best way to understand the world is to observe it from the paths less tread upon. If today's episode left you feeling wiser and more zen, go ahead and hit that like button. Not yet subscribed? Don't be that one person fighting the crowds at Old Faithful while your future favorite spot remains undiscovered. Hit the subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Have your own crowd-beating tips or Yellowstone Serenity stories? Enlighten us in the comments below. Till our next cerebral journey, this is CognitionChunks, telling you to keep those brains buzzing and hiking boots laced. Peace out and wander wisely, my friends. Was this accurate? Did GPT just make up a bunch of stuff that does not exist or does not make sense? I'll let you know how GPT did in a few weeks.